And hello and a pleasant good morning to you all once again. My name is Sean Bennett here. A pleasant good evening, or good morning to you all. Once again, my name is Sean Bennett here at Lincoln Middle School, where the girls basketball tournament will wrap up later today. But first, we've got the boys action concluding. Mountain View concludes their action in the Flaming Gorge tournament today. They will play the Rich County Rebels. The Rich County Rebels have I believe it's 2-3 record on the year, if I'm not mistaken, or 2-4. I forget what Ryan Steiniger had told me earlier. But anyway, the Mountain View Buffaloes do have a winning record. They will try to maintain that winning record by going and getting the win today. They finished 2-1 at the Bridger Valley Invitational last week, and a 1-1 start here has led their record to be 3-2. We're talking about the Mountain View Buffaloes here. So if they do not want to drop back to 500, a win here will push them up to 4-2 on the season. Should be an interesting contest ahead between the Rich Rebels. We did see them on Thursday evening against the Lyman Eagles. They did defeat the Lyman Eagles in a second half that really got them the victory, as that second half really propelled them after trailing by, I believe it was 5 or 6 at halftime to the Lyman Eagles. The Rich Rebels stormed out in the second half, led by Kason Trineri and Jared Anderson, two seniors for that Rich Rebel basketball team. And because of that, they were able to get the win over Lyman. It's going to be a tougher task today for the Rich Rebels, however, to defeat the Lyman, then defeating the Lyman Eagles, because they will play the Mountain View Buffaloes, and the Buffaloes are a hot shooting team. Just as an example of how hot of a shooting team they can be, the Buffaloes tallied up 73 points yesterday in a win over the Grace, Idaho Grizzlies. That was their second game of the day, the final game of the tournament for Grace, and because of that, Grace might have been a little bit tired, but obviously making the shots cures a lot of illnesses that your team might have, and 73 points, a solid effort. And just to tell you how solid it was, 37 points in the first half from the Mountain View Buffaloes, 36 points in the second half. So 1 point off of a 37-point total in each half. Obviously, if you score 37 and a half, you're usually not going to be trailing. But scoring 70, I said it about a couple times yesterday, about 95% of the time, maybe even upwards of that in high school basketball. If you score 70-plus points, especially here in Wyoming, you will not lose a basketball game unless, of course, maybe your defense is as hot or as cold as your offense is hot. If you give up 80 points and the other team can't miss a shot, maybe we have a different story. But usually when you score 70 points, especially 73, it is certainly a good sign for your team. So the Rich Rebels are warming up on the left end of the court. We are pointed our camera at the right end of the court, where the Mountain View Buffaloes are warming up themselves. It should be a good contest between these two schools that certainly would enjoy a win here. Both teams trying to get to 2-1, or actually the Rich Rebels won both of their games, if I'm not mistaken, here at the Flaming Gorge Classic. I believe they won yesterday. Ryan Steinekert had covered that. So I believe the Rich Rebels are 2-0 here in Flaming Gorge. So they're trying to get a perfect record out of this. Mountain View, after losing their first game to Bear Lake, will try to go 2-1, get a good weekend, a 2-1 start in their first two weekends. I'm sure Dustin Rees would like the perfect weekend, but maybe that is to come after Christmas break. Reminder, this will be Mountain View's last game before they head on Christmas break. First game, or last game, I should say, until I believe it's January 3rd or January 4th when there's a tournament. I believe it's at Riverton. I know that there's a girls' tournament at Riverton. One of the two is at Riverton, the other is at Pinedale, I believe. So I'll have to check the schedule for that, and we'll see there. But as it stands, here on MyLocalRadio.com, we are ready to get set. We are ready for the action to begin here between the Mountain View Buffalo and the Rich County Rebels. Live on MyLocalRadio.com. Once again, my name is Sean Bennett. Thank you for tuning in. We really do appreciate all of the viewership that you have given us over the past weekend. I was alerted, by the way, that it appears our Grace, Idaho, and Mountain View Buffalo stream from yesterday was not active or is not active on the site. I tried to log in here at the middle school, but they have it blocked, obviously, like school blocks entertainment websites and the sorts. So I'll try to get that sorted out hopefully tomorrow or even tonight when I get back to Evanston and back to my home. So I'm sorry if you attempted to watch that Mountain View Grace, Idaho stream maybe last night, tonight, today. It should be active. Maybe sometimes YouTube does take down our streams. We go through YouTube, so sometimes they take down the streams because of the music as you hear blaring before the games due to copyright issues. So sometimes those are a pain to negotiate, but sometimes it's just a simple error, like I tagged the wrong team or something like that. So I'll have to go investigate that when I get home. Obviously, I can't get on with the Wi-Fi here at the school, blocking the website. So unfortunately, I will not be able to go there and fix that, but I will try to have it up tonight. So if you want to watch that action, it should be in the archive probably by midnight tonight. Definitely next week, over the weekend, I'll have that figured out. So this stream, however, will be up and running in about 2 minutes. The game will tip off. Some starting lineups, probably the national anthem to be sung, and then we will have the starting action. As head coach Ashley Brown for the Rich Rebels getting his team set, looking over the Mountain View Buffaloes as Dustin Rees is on the Rich Rebel side of the court, maybe getting some last-minute eyeballs on the Rich Rebel team, who will be led by Kason Trenary, and Jared Anderson played big in that Lyman victory here in this same gymnasium. So maybe the Rich Rebels will have some good luck go their way because they got a win in this gymnasium. I believe this is going to be Mountain View's first time playing here in this gymnasium. They played in Green River yesterday, and I believe they played in Rock Springs to start out their tournament because we were here and they did not play. So the first time that the Buffaloes are playing in this gym. And the Buffaloes will be wearing their white jerseys with the purple trim down the sides. The Rich Rebels will be wearing their blue uniforms with the black trim down the sides and white numbers. So both teams ready to get set to action here, as we will have the starting lineups, possibly a national anthem. We'll try to investigate. If we do go to the national anthem, I will take a commercial break. 24th Annual Flaming Gorge Classic concluding today. The Mountain View Buffaloes will be wearing the white uniforms, as I said. They'll be the home team on the scoreboard, wearing the white, going left to right on your screen when the action starts. And we're going to have a national anthem, so I'll take a commercial break quickly on MyLocalRadio.com. Please join us after this.
Business cards are a powerful and inexpensive way to promote the goods and services you offer. You can design your own cards or have the professionals at West Star Printing design your business cards. Now with same-day and next-day turnaround on all business card printing, you don't have to wait. Get your business cards today. Professional quality, inexpensive prices, and quick turnaround. Visit West Star Printing, 243 7th Street in Evanston, across from the library. West Star Printing, 307-789-5202.
When you have any mechanical problems, always think of Rees Auto Service in Lyman first. Doug and the mechanics at Rees Auto Service work on everything from your lawnmower and snowblower to cars, trucks, farm and ranch equipment, and semis. You can also get tires for anything you need at Rees Auto Service. Always visit Rees first. You'll get great pricing and quality-friendly service. Rees Auto Service, 541 Highway 413, Lyman.
That was the national anthem before the opening contest here of the 24th Annual Flaming Gorge Classic, the final day of action. And the starting lineups to be announced. So I'll pan the camera over to the Rachel Rebel side. Kason Trineri, Landon Hunting, Reagan Huffner, Jared Anderson, Jordan Stacy, Jaden Nelson. Going to be your starters today for the Rich County Rebels, and now the lineups for the Mountain View Buffalo. Braden Walk will make the start. Trenton Wells, no surprise on the starting lineup if you followed the Mountain View Buffalo team this season. Brigham Blumel, Kimball Madsen, and Colby Reese going to be starting 5 for the Buffalo today. As we put 8 minutes on the clock, as per usual here in Wyoming. 8-minute quarters, we're going to play 4 of them. Might need another one if the score is tied at the end of those 4 quarters. Haven't had an overtime game, or at least an overtime game that I've covered here at the Flaming Gorge Classic. Let's get things moving along. Can't really complain about that. But the tip, and it is won immediately by the Buffalo, and they will go left to right on your screen, starting off with the ball. That is Trenton Wells trying to get inside to Brigham Blumel. On the outside, Braden Walk at the free throw line. He dishes it to the corner. Wells with it, directing traffic. Colby Reese will take the ball back up top, try to go one-on-one against Jared Anderson. He finds no luck. Wells cuts into the free throw line, and the runner no good. Wells tries to go after his own shot. No rebound there, and the Rich Rebels will get the ball and start going the other way. 7:27 left in the first quarter here as that outside shot attempted by Hunting. That's a 2-pointer. His foot was on the line, so a 2-pointer, and that opens up the scoring at 2-0 here in the final day of the Flaming Gorge Classic. Once again, we do apologize. No scoreboard camera for this Flaming Gorge Classic. The scoreboard camera has broken. Did not realize until we got here, so. And talking about not realizing on that one, that was Colby Reese who stepped on the sideline out of bounds there, and a minute in, Mountain View still scoreless. Hunting with the ball on the left side, tries to drive, dishes it back out, and 4-3, no good on that attempt as Mountain View gets the rebound, the long rebound, and we'll go the other way. That is Braden Walk. Can't leave him open, and that's why Braden Walk from downtown hits his first three-point attempt of the day. Braden Walk had 5 or 6 three-pointers yesterday, and he seemed to be open on every single one. If you leave him open, he will make that three-pointer, and he will make you pay, as he did on that possession. So now the Buffaloes with their first lead of the contest, 6:22 to play in the first quarter. Nice knockaway there from Brigham Blumel in the paint, and Kimball Madsen winds up with the ball in the left corner. Ball thrown in, knocked away there defensively from the Rich Rebels. That was Jordan Stacy with the steal. And Hunting, the runner, almost misses everything, but it goes right to his teammate. And back to Stacy underneath the basket. This time he lays it up off the glass, and it is 4-3 here with 5:50 to go in quarter number 1. The Rebels with the lead. Braden Walk, steps, pump fakes, misses the shot. Brigham Blumel tries to get his own shot, cannot get that to go, and the rebound comes down to Stacy. That's a three-pointer attempted from Jared Anderson on the outside. He misses, and Kimball Madsen pulls down the rebound, sends it out to Wells on the outlet. Wells going one-on-one, and he will be fouled underneath the basket there. 4-3 the score. The Rebels lead, but Trenton Wells will go to the free throw line looking to tie this one up less than 3 minutes in. Foul was called on Jared Anderson. That is his first foul of the game. Checking into the contest for the first time is Hunter Meeks. Kimball Madsen checks out. Braden Walk talking to Dustin Rees in the backcourt, getting some last-minute instructions. Second free throw from Wells is up and good. Tried and true just like the first, and that is a 5-4 lead here for the Mountain View Buffalo. 5:22 to play in quarter number 1. Stacy with the ball at the free throw line, hands it off to Kason Trineri. And a foul is called after the offensive rebound. Foul will go against Braden Walk. He does not get in foul trouble, so no need to worry about him picking up unnecessary fouls in this contest, as he has usually played good and solid defense. Second free throw going to be attempted here from Jaden Nelson, tied at 5. And he breaks the tie by getting both free throws. It's 6-5, and here comes Walk, tossing it down the court. Dishes it off to Trenton Wells, looking to go to his right. Gives it back to Colby Reese. Brigham Blumel at the three-point line. Will try to cut his way into the lane. Wells with the ball up top. Colby Reese going to go right down the lane. Nobody took him and stopped the ball, and that is an easy layup there for Reese and the Buffalo. 7-6, the Buffalo lead. It's been a good first quarter. A lot of action here. About 3.5 minutes in, and it's 7-6. Nice defense right there from Hunter Meeks. Causes a miss. He gets the rebound, and he sends it the other way. And Trenton Wells tries to go coast to coast. Can't get the bucket to go. But that is Colby Reese standing at the three-point line. He misses the long shot there, and it goes to the Rebels. 4:15 to play in quarter number 1. 7-6 the score. Hunting dishes it down low. That goes over to Jordan Stacy, and Stacy's got an easy 2 points standing on the baseline there. Braden Walk up top, dishing it over to Trenton Wells. Feeds it inside to Hunter Meeks, sees it go off of his foot and out of play there. So unfortunately for the Buffaloes on that one. That is a turnover, and Hunting inbounds to his team. Lincoln Middle School, the site of this final day of action here on MyLocalRadio.com. I will bring you both the Lyman boys and Lyman girls game coming up starting at 2:40 p.m. following this game. Foul called underneath there, as I believe that was Jaden Nelson who got underneath. Yes, actually, no, that was Jared Anderson who got the ball underneath and went up through contact to draw the foul. Foul was called on Hunter Meeks, his first. Second on the team in this first half. Kimball Madsen checking back in, and Rich will make a sub. Huffner going to be checking in momentarily. Actually, he's going to be checking in now. So a late substitution there. But the second free throw from Anderson is up and good. So 10-7 the lead here for the Rebels over the Buffaloes. 3:39 to play in quarter number 1. Walk crossover move gets blocked by Ternary underneath the basket. Ball goes out of play, so an inbound incoming for Mountain View. Kimball Madsen throwing it in. Nice inbound play right to the open Brigham Blumel, who had made a nice cut down the left side of the lane, found himself wide open. Three-pointer attempt there, no good. Rebound from Anderson. Anderson loses it, but it was knocked out of his hand by a Mountain View player, so it will be Rich ball here. 10-9 the score, 3:20 to play, quarter number 1. Anderson with the ball. Inbounds it to Ternary, who pulls up for the jump shot. The three-point shot, no good, and Jared Anderson will get a foul called. Anderson reached in, tried to grab that rebound, could not, and he will check out of the contest with his second foul. So Jared Anderson, one of the key players for this Rich Rebels team, probably not the best idea to go in after that rebound like he did, and because of that, he picks up his second foul in the first quarter, so he checks out. We'll see how long he remains on the bench for Ashley Brown. Meeks inside, backs into it, and spins. Cannot get the shot down low to go. Under 3 minutes to play in quarter number 1. The Rebels holding a 10-9 advantage here. They've led almost throughout this first quarter. Ternary using a screen. Brigham Blumel in on defense. Wells comes in to help. And at the three-point line, that's going to be Huffner, and he misses everything. A bad miss there from Reagan Huffner. Probably needs to take a few more steps in towards the basket because he did not come close on that three-point attempt. With 2:35 to go, the Buffaloes will get the ball. Wells with the ball on the left wing, gives it up to Brigham on the top. Madsen working down low. Walk tries to throw it down low to Hunter Meeks, and a foul is called. Yes, a foul is called against that Rich Rebels team. Foul will be called against Jordan Stacy, I believe. Yes, that's against Jordan Stacy, his first, team's third. Trenton Wells checking out of the game, and back in is Colby Reese. Madsen inbound underneath the basket. Gets it over to Walk in the right corner. Walk cutting in, gives it to Reese, and Reese's three-pointer is no good. Brigham Blumel trying to chase it down. Was blocked out there by Kaysen Trenary. And Trenton Wells will re-enter here. Hunter Meeks checking out now. So line up on the court here for the Buffalo. Kimball Madsen, Braden Walk, Trenton Wells, Brigham Blumel, and Colby Reese. Nice pass inside from Rich, and because of that, that leads to an easy 2 points from Reagan Huffner. So Huffner could not get the three to go, but it's pretty easy when you're 5 feet away from the basket to score, and he does. 12-9 the score, 1:55 to go. Rich leading this one, as they have for the majority of this quarter. Floater missed there from Mountain View, and Wells grabbed the ball, but got it knocked off of his knees and out of play. So Rich will keep the ball here, or get the ball, I guess we could say. 1:45 to go, a little backcourt pressure being implemented by Kimball Madsen, and Trenton Wells jumps in front of that pass, knocks it out of play into the scorer's table. 1:39 to play, inbounding will be Landing Hunting, and he throws it to the middle to Huffner. Back to Hunting on the left wing. He's going to shoot the three, step into it, cannot get it to go. Jordan Stacy knocks it away from a Buffalo down low, and he scores two more. So the size advantage coming in handy here for the Rich Rebels early. Braden Walk says no size needed on this three attempt, and a jump ball is called as he missed the shot, and I believe it was Brigham Blumel underneath, went for the rebound. And got tied up there, so the possession arrow will keep it with the Rich Rebels. And a timeout has been called on the court. We're going to take this timeout, too, on MyLocalRadio.com.
Hello all, Dr. Dog here. I want to talk to you about PepMinerals.com. By merging the highest quality veterinary grade ingredients with highly advanced mineral technology, PepMinerals.com produces the most innovative pet supplements on the market. The supplements focus on specific needs like hip and joint, digestive, and overall diet. You and I both know a healthy pet is a happy pet. Show your pets how much you care. Order them supplements today at PepMinerals.com.
Back to action here. And the referee asking the Rich Rebels to slide down on the bleachers, I think. So 1:19 to play from Lincoln Middle School here in Green River. The final day of action of the 24th annual Flaming Gorge Classic. 1:16 to play in quarter number one. Huffner with the ball at the top of the key, gives it off to Trenary. Trenary behind the three-point line will attempt it, and he will make it. It's 17-9 quickly. This lead has grown for the Rebels. We put up a respectable 17 here with a minute to play in the first quarter. Brigham Blumel on the left corner sees the ball go off of his hand, and I believe they're going to get him for a charge as well as he came bowling through the lane, and that is a foul on Brigham Blumel, his first third team foul of the half. 53.6 on the clock here. The Buffaloes trailing by 8 to the Rebels in this one. Nice back cut there. Could not pay off as Hunting traveled after the back cut, caught underneath the basket, was being double teamed, and was a little bit indecisive whether he wanted to shoot the ball or give it back out, and he traveled in the process. 40 seconds to play, 17-9. Still the score here. Colby Reese gives it over to Blumel. Walk on the left wing, gives it inside, and Colby Reese on the right wing gives it up top. Trenton Wells for three, and I believe it was blocked. It was. Jordan Stacy comes up with the ball. Trenary going to bring it over midcourt with 20 seconds left in quarter number one. Rebels with an 8-point lead. I think they're going to pull this out and get one possession out of it if they can. Hunting in the corner. Jump shot no good. Blumel going to chase after it, and he's got it. 8 seconds on the clock. Let's see how fast the Buffaloes can move, and a little bit lucky there from Braden Walk. He tossed that underneath the basket, and Brigham Blumel was moving the wrong way. He was cutting back towards the corner, and because of a Rich Rebel jumping in front of the lane, it will be Mountain View ball with 4.5 left in quarter number 1. Blumel catches it. Walk up top. Does he see the clock? Shot from Meeks, and he is blocked underneath the basket there. No foul called, and that's how quarter number 1 will come to an end here at Lincoln Middle School at Green River, in Green River, where the Buffalo trail 17-9. The Rebels enjoying a hot shooting start. Will that continue? Join us on MyLocalRadio.com to find out.
You're in good hands when you choose Dr. Stosage and Dr. Buick at Wyoming Dental Specialties for dental implants and wisdom tooth extractions. They work with passion and focus. They use techniques and technologies that are modern and precise. With 2 decades of experience, their skills are highly specialized. If you need teeth extractions or dental implants placed, come see Dr. Stosage or Dr. Buick at Wyoming Dental Specialties, 50 Park Road, or call us at 307-789-9034.
Bring your vehicle for service at Rocky Mountain Yeti and feel the difference. It's easy. Visit with one of the friendly service riders and then relax and enjoy hot waffles and ice cream. While you relax Yeti style, your vehicle will be worked on by our experienced mechanics. From regular maintenance to major repairs, we do it all. Have your service work done at Rocky Mountain Yeti in Evanston and feel the difference. Get Yeti'd today.
Ooh, yeah.
100 Wasatch Road in Evanston.
Back here for second quarter action as we get underway. Mountain View will start with the ball here in quarter number 2. Trailing by 8. Walk with the ball, dishes it inside Hunter Meeks, and Hunter Meeks traveled with it. Moved that pivot foot and was called for it. So 11 seconds in here. Mountain View, a different story today than yesterday. They scored 34 in the first half against Grace yesterday. They have 9 through 1 quarter here, so some work to put in if they want to get back to that total. And that is up and good. The shot there, Huffner with another 2, and it's 19-9. So 37 in the first half yesterday, only 9 through a quarter here, and the Buffalo are struggling to get the ball through the basket. Rich with the takeaway, and they will walk this thing over midcourt. Trineri gives it to Huffner on the right wing. Trineri in the corner, feeds Nelson underneath. Good defense from Hunter Meeks, but unfortunately Nelson used that size and just put it up and put it in. 21-9 the score here as Trenton Wells cuts down the lane. Nice Euro step and a Euro scoring there. 21-11. A minute in to this second quarter. Trineri and Hunting with the ball on the top of the key. Trineri dishes inside. Nice back cut there from Nelson. Back to Trineri for 3. He badly misses that three-point attempt. And the rebound to Wells. He's sprinting down the court, trying to Euro step again. No such luck on this one as this one goes off the glass. No good. Minute and a half in to this second quarter. Nice baseline cut there. Could not get the shot to drop. That was Colton Meek for Rich. In the corner for 3, Brigham Blumel trying to heat up, and he cannot get that one to go. I think they had over the back call there on Colby Reese. And they will get Reese with the foul. And now Jared Anderson and Kimball Madsen will check in a timeout from head coach Ashley Brown and the Rich Rebels with 6:05 to play in quarter number 2. We're going to stick right here. It's a 30-second variety of that timeout, so this will give us a chance to take a deep breath. Dustin Rees trying to talk to his team and let them know that this game is not out of reach. It's only the second quarter. They only trail by 10, but they just need to get some defensive stops and score on their offensive end of the court, something that they have not been able to do here. 2 points in the quarter, but only 11 in the first 10 minutes of action. As Dustin Rees Saw the hot shooting start yesterday against the Grizzlies from Grace. And has had no such luck today in getting a continuance of that action. Rich with the 10-point lead, 6 minutes to play in quarter number 2, half number 1. Jared Anderson with the ball in the corner, gives it back to Trineri up top. That is Hunting. And just some around the world passing here from the Rich Rebels looking to get the ball in the paint. They do. That is Nelson underneath, and Nelson, nice defense there from Kimball Madsen underneath. Gets the ball, and going the opposite way is Braden Walk. Gives it to the corner. That's Colby Reese for 3, and that is how the action will start back up here for Mountain View. Something they desperately needed was another 3 ball. Had one early from Braden Walk to open up the scoring. Have not had one since. 21-14 the score. Rebels still leading as Nelson has the ball in the corner. Trineri up top, dishes it to Anderson. Anderson underneath on the block, scores, and it's 23-14. So as I said in the pregame, Trineri and Anderson going to be the 2 guys to watch. That is basically Rich team, as well as Jaden Nelson underneath with a size advantage. 3 seniors playing a big role for the Rebels today. Foul underneath will go against Jaden Nelson, the forward. And checking into the game is Jordan Stacy for Landon Hunting. That's the first foul on Nelson, by the way. Nice back cut there, and it goes off the hands of Brigham Blumel. A great cut. Made it look like he was going to the 3-point line, and then he just stopped on a dime, cut back towards the basket. Unfortunately, the ball went off his hands, leading to another Rich Rebel basket. Those live ball turnovers will kill you every time, especially like an experienced team like Rich. And Brigham Blumel scores another basket on the block there. Anderson leaning into it, cannot get it to go. Stacy wildly throws it up there. Had he come down with it, he had an open basket, but instead he threw it up there, no good. Brigham Blumel on the block, tries to score. A lot of contact, no call, and the Rebels are going the opposite way. Anderson to Trineri up top. Back to Anderson on the right wing in the corner. That's Stacy with the ball. And Trineri with the ball on the top of the key. Nice dish inside, and a foul is called. Reagan Huffner had the ball, and the foul was called. Colby Reese called with the foul, his second, so Reese will check out, as well as Brigham Blumel. 5th team foul in the first half for the Buffalo. Baseline jumper, no good. Rebound from Stacy underneath. He misses the bunny, and pulling down the rebound is Hunter Meeks, and sending it up the court. 3:50 to play in quarter number 2. Nice baseline cut there from Madsen. Did everything but got the finish, and the rebound for Rich going the opposite way. 9-point lead, 3:45 on the clock for Rich here. 25-16 the score. Nelson in the corner, gets it knocked away, lazily threw that thing back out towards midcourt to Trineri, and stepping in front of that pass was Ashton Schofield. Does play defensive back for the football team, so he anticipated that pass, said, I know how to get in front of a passing lane. Nelson with the ball in the right corner, looking to give it up. He picked up his dribble. Not a smart idea for a big man at the 3-point line to pick up his dribble. Trineri dishes it to the corner. That's Huffner for 3, and Huffner nails the 3. Number 3 gets 3 more for his team. 28-16, the lead. 3 minutes left here in half number 1. Braden Walk trying to create something. Gives it off to Ashton Schofield. Nice pass underneath as he cut through the lane and dropped it off to Hunter Meeks. An easy basket. A great movement. A great play from the Buffalo. 28-18, 2:50 on the clock. Jaden Nelson gives it inside. Nelson in the corner. Gets it knocked away, and it will remain Rich Rebel basketball. Jared Anderson with ball on the left wing. Back to Trineri up top. Nelson in the right corner. One dribble. Steps into his pass, and he launches this thing well into the bleachers there. Rich did the right thing. They were coming towards the ball to meet the pass, but unfortunately the big man, Jaden Nelson, throw it into the bleachers. I don't think they would have caught it had he not been moving before the pass anyway. Braden Walk with the free throw line, at the free throw line, gives it back to Trenton Wells. Trenton Wells back to Schofield. Schofield's going to drive the lane. He's going to take it himself this time, and he will score. So Ashton Schofield, a needed boost of energy to this Buffalo team. He's scored and assisted in his first couple possessions on offense. Kimball Madsen in the corner. Wells up top defending, and Jared Anderson goes right by Wells, pulls up for the jumper, and he's got it. 30-20, 1:50 to play here in quarter number 2. Braden Walk pulls up for the 3. Like I said, cannot leave him open, and he had about a foot or two of space in front of him, and that is his favorite spot to shoot is straight up. He wasn't exactly straight up on the court there, but near the top of the key, and he nailed the 3 to cut the deficit down to 7 here. So 23 in the first half with 1:30 to play for the Buffalo. They are still in this one, 1:25 to play. Ball up top, Trineri dishes it inside to Nelson, and Hunter Meeks draws the charge. Hunter Meeks anticipated Nelson turning and barreling him over. He fell down, maybe exaggerated the call a little bit, but Hunter Meeks took the contact from the senior Jaden Nelson, draws the foul, and that's the second on Nelson. He will remain in the game, so let's see if Mountain View decides to attack him. Anderson with his 2 fouls checks out with 1:15 to play. Underneath, Meeks trying to post up on the man with 2 fouls. Instead, it goes out to Madsen for 3. He misses. Trenton Wells goes after the rebound, and it will be Rich ball. So Wells got his hand on it, could not control it, keep the possession, and 1 minute, 5 seconds on the clock, 7-point game. Trineri and Hunting at the top. Got 2 big men, Stacy and Nelson, underneath in the paint. Hunting looks to his right, gives it to Trineri. Making a cut is Huffner in the corner. Trineri up top, Hunting on the left side, trying to get some movement, and knocked away from Kimball Madsen. Saved by Braden Walk, right to a Reach Rebel player. Drive down the lane, no good, and goes right to Jaden Nelson at the free throw line. He'll pull it out. 3-pointer from Hunting, off the rim, no good. And can Mountain View get it? They do, going up towards midcourt and thrown away. Bad pass from Kimball Madsen with 20 seconds to go. The action picks up here, and it's going to be a palming violation, a carrying violation on the Rich Rebels. So a wild set of action right there, as several turnovers in the span of 10 seconds. 18.5 on the clock. Kimball Madsen checking out, and Brigham Blumel back into the game. So with 18 seconds to go, let's see if Mountain View holds this for one shot, the final shot of the half. Ashton Schofield looking to get it into Meeks, and that ball is knocked away, and Rich will have the last possession with 5 seconds to go, racing it up the court. In the corner, Hunting doesn't really see the clock. Trineri, a deep 3 at the buzzer, air ball, and that is how half number 1 will end. The score 30-23. The Rich Rebels have led throughout the first half. Braden Walk opened up the scoring for the Buffalo with a 3. That was their last lead at 3-2. And that is how we will go into halftime. 30-23, the Rich Rebels lead on MyLocalRadio.com.
We know that when you think of Plains Tire in Evanston, you always think
the Tire Professionals.
Quality customer service. They're friendly with great prices.
I really like Plains Tire in Evanston.
But did you also know that the team at Plains Tire offers oil changes, windshield wiper checks, and free alignment checks? That's right, free alignment checks. We don't want you to quit thinking all those great things when you hear Plains Tire. We just want you to add to the list. Plains Tire, the tire professionals. Stop in today, 157 Bear River Drive.
My name is Dr. Micah Pullins. I'm an orthopedic surgeon at Evanston Regional Hospital. I perform total hip, total knee, and total shoulder replacement. The huge majority of patients of mine that have undergone total joint replacement have been dealing with pain and disability for many years. After joint replacement and recovery, patients are back to doing the activities that they want to do.
As one of the region's most visited websites, MyLocalRadio.com is here to serve you.
catch up on local and regional news and information. Buy, sell, or trade your good used items on the radio classifieds. Stream your favorite music all day, every day, or catch our live coverage of your high school teams in action, all on MyLocalRadio.com. Like us on Facebook so you never miss a giveaway, and visit MyLocalRadio.com today to stream live.
You're in good hands when you choose Dr. Stosage and Dr. Buick at Wyoming Dental Specialties for dental implants and wisdom tooth extractions. They work with passion and focus. They use techniques and technologies that are modern and precise. With 2 decades of experience, their skills are highly specialized. If you need teeth extractions or dental implants placed, come see Dr. Stosage or Dr. Buick at Wyoming Dental Specialties, 50 Park Road, or call us at 307-789-9034.
Your mobility affects every aspect of your life. When you suffer from an injury that decreases your mobility, or maybe you're just noticing that you're having a harder time balancing and your flexibility isn't what it used to be, call Randy Christofferson at Achieve Sports Medicine. Randy will work with you to improve your overall health by reducing pain and improving mobility. Schedule your appointment today by calling 307-747-4627. Achieve Sports Medicine in Lyman. This is just results.
Hello, this is Dr. McKay Frankham. As a dentist in Evanston for over 20 years now, my mission has always been to provide quality dental care for people of all ages at reasonable prices. I'm a detail-oriented person, and it's important to me to stay current on new dental procedures and protocols that can help my patients have the best experience and have the best results. Over the years, I've also worked to keep my overhead low so that I can pass those savings on to my patients. I believe everyone deserves quality dental care. Please call us today at 307-789-8910.
Back here on MyLocalRadio.com. Thank you for tuning in to this first half of action. We are at the halftime break where these two teams have combined for 53 points. Certainly not the high-scoring game that we saw against Grace yesterday afternoon. But as it stands right now, the Buffaloes know that they can play better, which I suppose is a good thing. You know, obviously you don't want to play down or play down to a certain extent, but you know you can play better. You've put up 23 points. They put up 37 in the first half, 36 in the second half. But on the other end of the spectrum, on the other side of the token, you would say that the Rich Rebels probably could play better. They scored 30 points in the first half, so they had a good first half, but the Rich Rebels missed some open shots, missed some outside shots, and missed some shots down low. So it'll be interesting to see how both teams come out here and what the style and pace is like in the second half, because you know if it was up to the Mountain View Buffalo, they would play at a very advanced pace, a very fast pace. They love to move the ball down the court and try to score as quick as possible, because in those frantic scenarios, that's where their transition offense kicks in. They have one of the better transition offenses around, and because of that, they have a great opportunity today. And they try to advance that pace. They try to really work on what they're doing. As the Rich Rebels have come out of the locker room. Short break there for Ashley Brown. Didn't have a lot to talk to his team about. Watched them on the court preparing for that second half. Talked to Ashley Brown before the game on Thursday. Seemed like a very laid-back coach. Seemed someone like you would want your son to play for. Very laid-back, respectful coach. Dustin Rees the same way. Dustin Rees, a very silent killer, I guess you could say. Sometimes when he doesn't say anything, you're more worried as a player, or you would think you'd be more worried as a player because his glare, it's like 1,000 daggers shooting at you. But as it stands, the Mountain View Buffalo is here today, probably getting some words of maybe encouragement or something else from Dustin Rees as they trail by 7. Certainly not an insurmountable lead, down by 7. Knowing that you can play better in the second half, 23 points, you might be thinking, okay, 23, that's a good average. That's a decent, maybe a little bit on the low end of the spectrum scoring-wise, but if you had watched yesterday's action when they put up 37 in the first half, 36 in the second half, you'll see why the Mountain View Buffaloes might be a little bit upset, and head coach Dustin Rees, assistant coaches Lonnie Meeks, Brandon Madsen, and Brent Walk all thinking about what to do here in the second half to stop the Rich Rebels and then score on their own end of the court. Jaden Nelson had a big first half. Nelson found the ball underneath a lot, was able to use his distinct size advantage to his advantage and score the basketball a couple times there for the Rebels. I would not be surprised to see the Buffaloes try to maybe press a little bit more, cause some more turnovers, as they did trap a little bit in the half court in that first half, and it seemed to work out in their favor. They were getting a lot of knockaways and steals, but as it stands, they still trail by 7. So let's see what they come out in the second half looking to do, and if they look to continue that pace that they set near the end of the first half when they were moving the ball a little bit quicker. When the ball is moving at a quick rate, when the Buffaloes have the Rebels backpedaling on their back foot, as the saying goes, that is when the Buffaloes are at their best, because that usually means that guys are scrambling around the court trying to help out on defense, and usually in those scenarios, Braden Walk finds himself open. And when Braden Walk is open from the three-point line, rarely does he miss, as you have seen this season and today. He's had a couple open threes, so if he's open, he's going to make them. We're going to take a commercial break here on MyLocalRadio.com. This was the MyLocalRadio.com halftime show brought to you by MyLocalRadio.com. Once again, if you'd like to advertise with us, if you'd like to sponsor a halftime show or pregame show, postgame show, or any of the other things that go on in our game, ad breaks, scoreboard. Obviously, we don't have a scoreboard today because the camera is broken, but we'll put your logo up on the bottom right corner when we have that working up. So if you want to be a sponsor, be an advertiser, call our radio station out of Evanston, Wyoming. Yes, KNYN radio station out of Evanston to set up an advertising deal today. We're going to take this commercial break on MyLocalRadio.com. Join us when we return.
Truck to really catch the eye, have the professionals at Plains Tire in Evanston install a custom lift kit with new tires and wheels. We've got a huge selection to choose from, so no matter what your style is, we've got the tires and wheels to make you smile. The way your truck looks reflects on you. Get the reflection you want with a lift kit, new tires, and wheels from Plains Tire in Evanston, the tire professionals. 157 Bear River Drive. Stop in today.
If you had a toothache, would you see a foot doctor? Or would you go to the dermatologist to have a baby? Of course not. When your vehicle needs service, take it to the best qualified mechanics. At Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet, our technicians are GM certified service experts. They're trained to know every inch of your vehicle. Don't trust your vehicle to just anyone. Have all your service done at Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet, 624 Front Street, Evanston. We're a different kind of dealer.
Back here on MyLocalRadio.com. Second half action about to get underway as the Rebels will start with the possession to start the second half. Third quarter underway. Ball in the corner to Nelson, right back up top to Trineri. Anderson looking for a three. He will spot up and shoot it. No good. Long rebound goes right back to Anderson. He knocks it away to Trineri, and Hunting will drive. Anderson on the right wing, pass up on the shot, free throw line, pulls up. Trineri at the three-point line. Some nice passing here on the first possession of this third quarter from the Rich Rebels. Mountain View Buffalo chasing the ball around in a 2-3 zone, and Kimball Madsen knocks it away at the bottom end of that zone. And here come the Buffalo. Braden Walk pulls up in the corner, gets it out back to Madsen. And Colby Reese in the corner, gives it back to Walk. Looks up at the basket, determines he's not going to shoot it. And nice back cut there from Wells inside. Brigham Blumel cannot score, and we're scoreless through the first minute here of the third quarter. So 30-23 the score. The Rebels lead. Anderson, that is Hunting, just wildly threw it up there. Probably not the best shot attempt, but it falls right to Stacy. Stacy turns around on the left side of the rim and puts it off the glass. So a little bit unlucky there. It looked like the Buffaloes had the rebound and just kind of tipped it a little bit too far out of the reach, and it's 32-23. Nice pick and roll there, and Brigham Blumel misses the shot. Goes to Madsen in the corner. Madsen pulls up on the baseline, cannot get it, blocked, and then Madsen commits a foul in the backcourt. That'll be his first of the second half, his first of the game. So a foul called on Madsen, first of the second half. Rebels walking it up across midcourt. In the corner, that's Stacy with it. Throws it back towards midcourt and almost stolen away there. Two Buffaloes in the backcourt. Numbers for the Rebels. A three-pointer attempted, no good. Brigham Blumel dies on the floor after the ball. That is Trenton Wells, and Trenton Wells calls a timeout from his knees, and a timeout is given to Dustin Rees. So 2 minutes in, only 2 points scored in the second half. Those were scored by Jordan Stacy on an offensive rebound here. 6 minutes to play, a 30-second timeout. We're going to stay right here on MyLocalRadio.com as Dustin Rees drawing up a play, maybe trying to get some offense going. Certainly a different team than we saw yesterday when they were scoring on nearly every possession in the game, and possessions did not extend past 20 seconds, or if they did, they were not. They are few and far between. As today, 23 points, 6 minutes to play in quarter number 3. The Buffaloes come out of their timeout. See what the Rebels do defensively here as the ball is being inbounded in the backcourt. They'll fall back, no pressure. Trenary and Hunting talking as they get set up defensively. Walked up over midcourt by Trenton Wells. He drives to the right side, thrown back towards midcourt. Braden Walk with it, a deep three. It's off to the right, offline, and the long rebound goes to Rich. A foul is called, and I believe they're going to count the basket. They will, and the Rich Rebels looking to get their largest lead of the game here with this free throw. 11-point lead right now, and Hunter Meeks checks back into the contest in favor of Colby Reese, who just picked up his third foul. So those threes usually lead out to long rebounds. That's what happened there. Rich took the ball and ran with it, scored, and a three-point play. So 35-23 to the score. The 7-point halftime lead has grown to 12 now. A couple minutes into the third quarter. Trenton Wells picked up his dribble, looking to go somewhere with it. Back out in midcourt. Madsen gets it over to Walk. Walk moving to his left. Brigham Blumel. Hunter Meeks underneath. Meeks turnaround fadeaway, no good. Huck shot could not go. And 5:15 to go in quarter number 3. Ashley Brown shouting out instructions to his team as Hunting with the ball. Stacy being doubled in the corner gets it back to Trenary. So it looks like Mountain View is going to try to double the corners every time it goes there. This time it's in the left corner. Trenary dishes it off to Stacy, who misses underneath the basket, off the hands of Anderson and out of bounds. That's going to be Mountain View ball here. 4:57 to play. Mountain View still has not scored in this quarter. 3 minutes in. Braden Walk goes right down the lane, gives it to Hunter Meeks, who misses the bunny. Hunter Meeks with the offensive rebound, and saved by Huffner. Looked like the ball is out of bounds. Not called, however, with 4:40 to play. The Rebels coming the other way. 3-point pull-up jumper, no good. And Braden Walk going to try to use these numbers to his advantage, and he loses the ball right in the middle. Huffner with it, and back the other way come the Rebels. Nice pass underneath. That's Jordan Stacy with it. Dustin Rees off the bench. Let's see if he calls a timeout. Down by 14, he will call the timeout. We're going to take this timeout too on MyLocalRadio.com. The Rebels coming out here, a hot start to the third quarter. The Mountain View Buffalo offense nowhere to be found early in this third quarter.
If you had a toothache, would you see a foot doctor? Or would you go to the dermatologist to have a baby? Of course not. When your vehicle needs service, take it to the best qualified mechanics. At Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet, our technicians are GM certified service experts. They're trained to know every inch of your vehicle. Don't trust your vehicle to just anyone. Have all your service done at Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet, 624 Front Street, Evanston. We're a different kind of dealer.
Back to action here, 4:20 to play in the third quarter. The Rebels have opened up this quarter on a 7-0 scoring run. Nearly halfway through, the Buffalo is still looking for their first points of the second half. That is Braden Walk. Free throw line, picks up his dribble, gives it over to Wells. Wells cuts in, Wells pump fake and gives it to Meeks. Meeks tries to go up strong. He does and gets fouled. In the process, I believe that's going to be Huffner with the foul. That will be on Huffner, his first, team's first of the second half. So Hunter Meeks will give the Buffaloes, hope to give the Buffaloes their first point of the second half. And he will score right there. So Hunter Meeks, sophomore forward. Second free throw is up, and second free throw rattles around and is good. So the first 2 points of the second half scored at the free throw line for the Buffalo. 4 minutes to play, halfway through quarter number 3. 37-25, the Rebels leading. Right in the middle. Nice cut there from Hunting. Pulls up just inside the free throw line. Can't get his jumper to go. And Wells with the ball and gives it to the corner to Schofield. Reverses it. Hunter Meeks in the left corner. Brigham Blumel posting up, and that one was read rather nicely, and it's going to be a kickball violation as Brigham Blumel stuck his foot in there, kicked the ball to himself so he could pick it up, and ref saw that, so it's going to be called. 3:35 to play in quarter number 3 now. Hunting, free throw line, gives it out to Trineri, and right back inside where Hunter Meeks picks that one off, coming the opposite way are the Buffalo. Braden Walk. And Trenton Wells at the top. Ashton Schofield in the corner. Hunter Meeks in the left corner. Brigham Blumel underneath. Goes to Blumel. Blumel floats it up in the air and gets the roll. Nice basket there, and it's 37-27, so 4 points since that timeout from Dustin Rees. Long three-pointer attempted there, and Brigham Blumel taps it out. Unfortunately, his teammates were not around, so that goes right to Hunting. Hunting in the right corner. Nearly picked off as Anderson gets it over to Trineri on the left wing. Inside the three-point line, he misses. And a long rebound again goes to the Rich Rebels, and Huffner will travel with it. He got the ball in the right corner and started moving before he put the ball on the floor. So Buffalo's trying to cut this deficit to single digits again here in the second half. 2:45 to play, quarter number 3. Trenton Wells and Braden Walk taking the ball across midcourt. Wells with it, moving to his left. And a foul is called. I believe that's going to be against Trineri or Anderson. It is against Trineri, holding back Braden Walk coming through a screen. Saw Braden Walk trying to cut open for a three at the top of the key. Held him to prevent that from happening. So the foul is called. His first, second of the half. 2:30 to play. That's Wells. Gives it off in the right corner. Schofield turns it over, and the Rebels are going the opposite way with the ball. That is Hunting in the corner for 3. Hunting misses. Stacy somehow gets his hands on it, and Hunting will fall out of bounds with the ball there. So a dead ball turnover. You're okay with that. The live ball turnovers, the ones where the team is allowed to go the other way and use those fast breaks. Those are the turnovers that kill you. The Rebels down. The Rebels up 10 here with 2 minutes to play in quarter number 3. Madsen near midcourt has the ball taken away by Jared Anderson. Jared Anderson's going to go coast to coast. He's going to score and a 12-point lead. So Madsen on that one, not strong enough to get the ball. A little bit of a lazy pass. The ball was kind of telegraphed his way, so Jared Anderson was able to step in there. Brigham Blumel from the block cannot score. Rebound from Rich, and Jared Anderson takes the ball across midcourt. Trineri with the ball, minute and a half to play here in quarter number 3. A 12-point advantage taken away, however, in the middle by Hunter Meeks. Braden Walk pulls up for 3, and Braden Walk nails the 3. You're never more open on a three-pointer than in transition. And as I've said all day today, if he's open, Braden Walk usually not going to miss. Intercepted there by Kimball Madsen, gets it over to Walk. Walk going to go coast to coast to his left, misses the layup, and the ball is knocked away. The Rebels get it. Anderson's going to walk this thing up across midcourt with 60 seconds to play. Single-digit lead for the Rebels at 9 here with a minute to play. In the corner, trap. Nice takeaway there from Trenton Wells. He's going to try to go coast to coast. Trineri is still on the ground. Trineri is hurt, and that is not good news for the Rich Rebels as Kaysen Trineri is hurt. It looks like his knee. Hope no structural damage there. The Mountain View bench was screaming at the clock operator as they wanted more time put on the clock because the clock was still running. So we'll have to see what they put on the clock. Kaysen Trineri goes to the bench. I think they're at 40 on the clock. I was not exactly looking at the clock when they scored or when the whistle was blown. So the official comes over, talks to the scorers. Trineri in the corner in obvious pain. He will go what looks like to the locker room, so not a good sign. Kaysen Trineri barely putting weight on that knee for the Rebels. 39 seconds to go in quarter number 3. We'll keep you updated on Kaysen Trineri's health as much as possible if we get an update. And the foul underneath is going skyward was Kimball Madsen, and Stacy waited, pump faked, and had the defender land on top of him there. Foul was called on Kimball Madsen, not on the shot though, so it's only the third foul, no shooting foul here. Stacy with the ball in the corner, and another foul there from Kimball Madsen as he attempted to trap Stacy in the corner. He just kind of ran into him and started pushing him into the bench. Trineri nowhere to be found as he now comes back out of the locker room, but he is very hampered walking along that bench. I would be surprised to see him today, especially with the quickness that he offers on the court. Probably gone for the day, you would assume. Hunter Meeks with the rebound there, and here come the Buffaloes trying to get this lead, this deficit even shorter, and a missed 3 there from Braden Walk. Coming the other way with 10 seconds to go are the Rebels. On the outside, Stacy with it. Anderson on the right wing. Pump fakes, gets Walk to go by him, and he hits a 3. 2 seconds on the clock, and Wells will launch down the court. No good. I don't think it would have counted anyway. So a 10-point lead here going into the final quarter. It was 7 at the end of one half. The lead has grown 3 points here for the Rich Rebels, trying to close this one out in their Flaming Gorge tournament, the 24th annual. 42-32 with 8 minutes to play in the fourth quarter when we return on MyLocalRadio.com.
Bring your vehicle for service at Rocky Mountain Yeti and feel the difference. It's easy. Visit with one of the friendly service riders and then relax and enjoy hot waffles and ice cream. While you relax Yeti style, your vehicle will be worked on by our experienced mechanics. From regular maintenance to major repairs, we do it all. Have your service work done at Rocky Mountain Yeti in Evanston and feel the difference. Get Yeti'd today.
Ooh, yeah.
100 Wasatch Road in Evanston.
My name is Dr. Micah Pullins. I'm an orthopedic surgeon at Evanston Regional Hospital. Orthopedic surgery is the practice of medicine centered around bones and joints. It's all about movement and activity and getting that to be less painful. Watching a patient with a specific problem, whether that's pain or decreased range of motion, and being able to treat them, by far the best part of my job.
back here on MyLocalRadio.com. 42-32 the score as we approach the start of the fourth and final quarter, barring any overtime period, I guess we could say. The Mountain View Buffaloes will start with the ball, trying to cut this to a single-digit deficit. They got it down to 7 near the end of the third quarter, but a 3 from Jared Anderson as the time ran out gave it back to 10. So after playing a poor third quarter, only 9 points in the quarter for the Buffalo, they got to be happy that they're only down 10 and not down substantially more. Trenton Wells with the ball on the top. Pump fakes, drives his left, gives it back to Walk up top. Walk goes to his right, down the lane, tries to give it off to Hunter Meeks. Saved down low by a Rebel, and the Rebels are coming the opposite way as Trineri tries to work out that knee on the bench of the Rich Rebels. Trapped up top, ball is loose, tossed up by Ashton Schofield, and Schofield gets it to Wells. In the corner, Schofield for a deep 2, cannot get it. Braden Walk, pump fakes and drives, and a foul is called on Jared Anderson. Jared Anderson's third personal foul. Trineri back into the game, so Trineri fighting through that knee injury. Didn't look like he was putting any weight on it, but he seems to be okay now. Just at a very hampered rate, and a foul underneath on Jared Anderson. That's his fourth. 4 fouls on Jared Anderson. Let's see if he checks out. Reagan Huffner goes right to the table, and Anderson sulks back to the bench. He knows that he is coming out. He is. So 4 fouls on the team, 4 fouls on Jared Anderson, and an inbound underneath for Trenton Wells. Brigham Blumel posting up, and ball goes off of Brigham's hands right back to Trenton Wells on the right side. Hunter Meeks trying to deal with Jared Nelson down low. That is Blumel who throws it up off the glass and good. Uses the contact to his advantage. No call. And the deficit down to 8. Rebels still holding that narrow lead here in the fourth quarter. Trineri on the right side. Looks like Mountain View is trapping everything nowadays, or on this possession. And a foul has been called in the paint. I believe they're going to get Brigham Blumel with the foul call. That is Brigham's second foul. So 6:49 on the clock in the fourth quarter. 8-point lead for the Rebels. Ball goes up top to Hunting in the corner. Trineri trying to drive, and he throws it off the foot of, looked like it was Meeks who got his foot in there. Checking back into the game is Colby Reese. Some more size and physicality added to the lineup as Schofield checks out. Stacy inbounding. Corner, Trineri tries to get it inside to Nelson. Nelson uses his position. There's a little bit of an overplay there from Hunter Meeks. Kind of left that baseline open, and he was able to turn and have an open lane to the basket. He was fouled on his way in, and he will get 2 shots. The 6th foul on the Mountain View Buffaloes. So for the remainder of the game, the Rich Rebels will be shooting from the free throw line on every foul. And checking out is Hunter Meeks. Wells back into the game. 43-34, second free throw up and good from Jaden Nelson. Lead back to 10, 6:40 to go in this game on MyLocalRadio.com. The final game for both of these teams in the 24th annual Flaming Gorge Classic. Walk off a screen, goes to the corner and finds his spot. There it is, 44-37, 6:25 on the clock. Lead down to 7 for the Rebels. In the backcourt, trying to get it over midcourt, nearly throws it away. Able to maintain possession as Stacy gets back to Trineri and Hunting up top. Buffaloes playing much more active defense here in the fourth quarter as Nelson gets the ball on the block, goes up towards the basket. He is fouled again. He has made a living today at the free throw line. Mountain View has sent him there quite often today. Foul on Brigham Blumel, his third. Team's 7th. And the first free throw is no good. Short there. So Jared Nelson will attempt his second of 2 free throws. 6:04 on the clock. Rebound. No rebound there as the shot attempt was good, and Meeks checks back in for Brigham Blumel. As I said, Jared Nelson has 3 fouls. Mountain View has not really attacked him underneath the basket offensively. Meanwhile, he has racked up the foul total on the Buffaloes. Braden Walk, a deep 3 there, and he nails it. So Braden Walk, about a foot, 2 foot in front of him, was his defender. So he said, I will take that. And Nelson tries to bounce it along the baseline, kicked away there from Mountain View. So kickball violation will keep it here with the Rebels. 5-point lead, the narrowest this margin has been since the first half. Braden Walk trying to attack the ball out of the air on the inbound. Over to Hunting. Huffner on the right side will try to get back towards midcourt. Picks up his dribble and gets it over to Hunting. Hunting looking to go to his right. Gives it back to his left to Trineri. Nelson in the corner. Back to Trineri. Every time the ball goes into the corner, the Buffaloes are trapping that corner. So the Rebels have to advance the ball quickly before they get trapped, especially with their big men, Stacy and Nelson, having it in those corners. Nice passing here from Rebels as they look to just pass it around, not anxious to shoot the ball, and Ashley Brown decides, okay, it's time to actually call a play on offense instead of just passing the ball around wildly. So he'll call the timeout. 5:10 on the clock. We're going to take this timeout too on MyLocalRadio.com. Stay tuned for the conclusion of this match.
You're in good hands when you choose Dr. Stosage and Dr. Buick at Wyoming Dental Specialties for dental implants and wisdom tooth extractions. They work with passion and focus. They use techniques and technologies that are modern and precise. With 2 decades of experience, their skills are highly specialized. If you need teeth extractions or dental implants placed, come see Dr. Stosage or Dr. Buick at Wyoming.
Your mobility affects every aspect of your life. When you suffer from an injury that decreases your mobility, or maybe you're just noticing that you're having a harder time balancing and your flexibility isn't what it used to be, call Randy Christofferson at Achieve Sports Medicine. Randy will work with you to improve your overall health by reducing pain and improving mobility. Schedule your appointment today by calling 307-747-4627. Achieve Sports Medicine in Lyman. No excuses, just results.
5:10 on the clock as the Rich Rebels will inbound in the front court here. Free throw line, Hunting with the ball. Huffner back to Hunting in the corner. Huffner at the free throw line, gets it over to Trineri at the 3-point line, and he airballs that one. His first shot attempt since coming back with a knee injury in that third quarter. And it looked like he didn't have enough legs under that one. Kimball Matson drives right down the lane and looked like he was fouled. No call, but he gets the lay-in to go anyway. And 45-42, deficit down to 3. Dustin Rees and his team can sense the victory here as Trineri throws it off the foot of Wells. Kickball violation, and Anderson checks back in, one of the scorers for this Rich Rebel team entering back into the game. Anderson with those 4 fouls, however, so just something to watch out for them. Trineri doubled as he picks up his dribble, and Walk steals it away, unfortunately, right to a Rich Rebel player as the ball goes off of the hands of Colby Reese right into the hands of the Rebel player. I believe that was Anderson, yes, and Anderson goes up, gets fouled. He'll get 2 shots at the line. Colby Reese with his 4th personal foul, 4:22 to play. It's one of those dangerous / risky situations. Do you keep him in here with over 4 minutes to play? And the answer is no, as Dustin Reese sends in Brigham Blumel. Walk in the backcourt, talking to his coach, calling out the play. Second free throw, no good, so a empty trip there from Jared Anderson. And here come the Rebels, or here come the Buffaloes with a chance to tie the game or cut it to 1 with a basket. 4:10 on the clock in the fourth quarter. Brigham Blumel down to Hunter Meeks. Blumel on the right wing gets it back to Walk up top. Walk tries to step back. Looked like he might have attempted a 3 there, but loses it. And inside, Hunter Meeks sees it go off his hands, but knocked away by Jared Anderson. And the Buffaloes will inbound. They've been very good on their underneath inbounds today. See if it pays off again here. Hunter Meeks right in the middle of the paint, wide open. Nobody guarded him. He was just calling for the ball. He got it and scored from 6 feet away. And it's 45-44. The Rebels still leading, but only by a point here as Trenary and Hunting look to get the ball over midcourt. They do. Under 4 to play here in the final quarter of action on MyLocalRadio.com. Ball on the right side to Anderson. Anderson picks up his dribble. Free throw line. Back to Trenary up top. Trenary, and he hits the three. A big three-pointer right there for the Rich Rebels. His first make since exiting the game in the third quarter with that knee injury. Wasn't sure if we would see him today, but he has come back and scored here at a crucial point. Braden Walk says, I can do that too. He shoots the three, no good. A long attempt there. Long rebound goes to Trenary in the corner, and he slows it down as they cross midcourt. That is Huffner. Trenary going to attempt another one, this one from the left wing, and he hits it. Dustin Rees drops his head. He knows those 2 3-pointers from Trenary, huge after Mountain View cut the deficit to 1. It's back up to 7 after 2 threes from Trenary. And Wells with the ball on the right wing gives it back up top to Kimball Madsen. Brigham Blumel cuts into the free throw line, and a ton of contact. No foul called? And yes, a foul is called. So the referee waited a long time to see if that one was going to go, and he eventually did call the foul, rightfully so. So 2 free throws on the way for Brigham Blumel. 2:34 on the clock, 7-point lead. Need to get these free throws to cut that deficit by a few points, and the first free throw is up and good. Foul, by the way, was on Jaden Nelson, his third, so he checks out. 5 against the Rebels here in this second half. Jordan Stacy back into the game. Second free throw is up and no good off the rim. Stacy with the rebound, and a foul on Hunter Meeks 90 feet away from the basket. And Meeks knows he committed a sin there, and down to the free throw line is Stacy. Good news for Mountain View, if there is any, is it's only a 1-and-1 here, so Stacy misses. They will have a chance for the rebound. 67% free throw shooter on the year is Jordan Stacy, so Buffaloes are hoping that it's the 1 out of 3 he'll miss on the front end here. 6-point lead, 2:32 to go for the Rebels. Free throw is long, no good, so an empty possession there, just like a turnover, and Mountain View has it in the front court, trying to make this a one-possession game again. Down by 6, Walk drives, he is fouled on the drive, so that's only the 6th team foul. Keeson Trenary with the foul, his second of the game. Next foul on the Rebels will be a shooting foul for the remainder of game. Both teams in the bonus now. That is Colby Reese trying to drive down the left side of the lane. He lays it up off the glass, gets the roll, and it's down to a 4-point deficit. 2:13 to play here in quarter number 4. Anderson with the ball on the right wing, goes up towards the top of the key. Nice anticipation to block that pass as Anderson picks up his dribble. He gets it back near midcourt. Colby Reese defending, Brigham Blumel underneath, and Anderson drops it. He dropped it on the baseline, and that's going to be a turnover with 1:57 to play. Dustin Reese claps his hands together, folds his arms. Anxious, tense moments here in the final 2 minutes. His team trails by 4 as they try to get over the hump and get their first lead since it was 3-2 in this contest. Braden Walk from deep. Long three, no good, off the back rim. And the Rebels pull it down and try to bring it up to the front court. So probably not what they wanted. He was open on that three-point attempt, but it was a long three-pointer there from Walk. Wells defending the pass there, and a timeout for Ashley Brown. And he will take the full timeout. We will take the full timeout on MyLocalRadio.com. Please join us after this commercial break.
When you have any mechanical problems, always think of Reese Auto Service in Lyman first. Doug and the mechanics at Reese Auto Service work on everything from your lawnmower and snowblower to cars, trucks, farm and ranch equipment, and semis. You can also get tires for anything you need at Reese Auto Service. Always visit Reese first. You'll get great pricing and quality-friendly service. Reese Auto Service, 541 Highway 413, Lyman.
Business cards are a powerful and inexpensive way to promote the goods and services you offer. You can design your own cards or have the professionals at Westar Printing design your business cards. Now with same-day and next-day turnaround on all business card printing, you don't have to wait. Get your business cards today. Professional quality, inexpensive prices, and quick turnaround. Visit Westar Printing, 243 7th Street in Evanston, across from the library. Westar Printing, 307-789-5202.
Back here for what could be the final 128 as we're in the fourth quarter. The Rebels enjoying a 51-47 lead as Landon Hunting, the senior, is going to inbound right in front of his own bench. Buffaloes trying to drop a defensive play, maybe get a turnover or a steal. Trinari with the ball near midcourt, being guarded by Braden Walk as he has the entire way. Kimball Madsen on defense, and Trenton Wells gets a jump ball. And it will be Rich Rebel ball. So the jump ball there will give the possession arrow now to Mountain View after that's on the next jump ball. Mountain View will take the possession. But as it stands right now, it's not a turnover for the Rebels. But the Rebels have picked up their dribble again very often here in this second half, especially the fourth quarter. Knowing that Mountain View's trapping, you can't necessarily pick up your dribble with nobody near, and a block there from Hunter Meeks, or Brigham Blumel, excuse me, underneath. Gets it over to Walk. Walk looking to do something with it with 1:05 to go, down by 4. Kimball Madsen drives in, spinning, and looked like he was hit on the arm. No foul called. Refs have been very lenient today on their foul calling. And with 55 seconds to go, J.R. Anderson with the ball almost gets it taken away there from an active defender in Kimball Madsen. Did they call a foul? A traveling was not called there as the foul was on Kimball Madsen. Jared Anderson went down to the ground and then just stood up, and they did not call it. Immaculate that they missed that one with 50 seconds to go. Just cannot miss those fouls or those travels if you're the referee at this point. He did miss this one. So unfortunately for the Buffaloes, they now are down by 5. Free throw attempt here from Jared Anderson to make it a 6-point lead with 49.4. Mountain View's going to need to box out in case there's a rebound opportunity. There is, and Trenton Wells gets the rebound, coming the opposite way, down by 5. Trenton Wells going to go straight down. He's going to stop, pick up his dribble. Colby Reese with the ball. He's going to drive down the lane. Foul is called finally. Thankfully, a foul is called in the second half. It's been hard to come by to get the referees to blow their whistle. This time a foul is called, and Colby Reese will go to the free throw line. The 5th foul on Jared Anderson there. Jared Anderson going to do some more complaining to the officials. Not going to work out. He did commit the foul underneath, and surprised the referees not giving him a technical. He's trying to show up the referees here, and very a lot more patience than I would be showing as the referee, as Jared Anderson making a fool of himself on the court in front of the Rich bench, but we'll go sit down. Jared Anderson very concerned about himself right now, not his team, as he's still talking to himself on the baseline. And the first free throw is up and no good from Colby Reese, so Jared Anderson's day is done with the 5 fouls. Colby Reese, second free throw is up and good. Back to a 4-point deficit here with 39.3. Timeout taken by Dustin Rees, and we're going to stay right here on MyLocalRadio.com. As the Ridge Rebels trying to close this one out. They lead by 4 here with 39 seconds to go. A full timeout taken by Mountain View. The referee is going to be conferencing, talking about this final 39 seconds, what to expect. The teams will try to draw up a play. Obviously, the Ridge Rebels trying to draw up something offensively that can get the ball inbounds and move it around before they are fouled. Mountain View probably going to trap once or twice try to get a steal, and if they don't, they will commit a foul. A couple players with 4 fouls, so we'll have to watch out for who exactly commits the foul, as I believe it was Colby Reese and Hunter Meeks, both with 4 fouls for the Mountain View Buffalo. Kimball Madsen, I believe, either has 3 or 4. I'm not exactly sure of the count of how many fouls he has. But if the Buffaloes do foul, it will be 2 shots of 10 plus. In the double bonus are the Rebels. Ashley Brown trying to get his team to close out this final 40 seconds of this contest. His team leading by 4, but needing to get this ball in bounds. Huffner going to be inbounding underneath his own basket. Trinari and Hunting looking to get the ball, and a 5 seconds is called. Oh my goodness, this official is going to step in. He's going to give a timeout to the Rich Rebels. I'm sorry, I did not see that happening. That was a very, very delayed call by the referee to be a timeout. That was definitely a 5-second call. The referee who let Jared Anderson go and make a fool out of himself after picking up his 5th foul. Usually a technical foul would have been called there. That's the same official who gave a timeout instead of the 5-second call. Looked like the 5-second was called underneath the basket. Then the official over here called the timeout, and because of that, he gave him a timeout after the fact. .39 on the clock. They did give the timeout to the Rich Rebels here. 4-point deficit. 39.3 on the clock. The Rich Rebels going to inbound underneath their own basket once again. So a timeout was called. I'm not sure exactly how many Ashley Brown will have remaining, but in my honest opinion, that did not look like a timeout should have been given. It looked like the 5-second was called, and then the official signaled for a timeout. But as it stands, an inbound play needed again here for... And that one is thrown out of bounds. So the ball don't lie, as the old saying goes, as that one goes straight out of play. Clock did run, but doesn't look like they're going to ask for more time to be put on the clock. It will be an underneath inbound, as the ball was not touched. And here goes Colby Reese to inbound, looking to get it in. Gets it to Wells. Wells at the top of the key. Gives it over to Hunter Meeks. Inside, Brigham Blumell. Foul and 1! The Mountain View Buffaloes have a chance to cut this to a 1-point game with 33.6 on the clock. The game, 52-50 is the score. And Brigham Blumell a chance for one more at the free throw line, as the foul was called against number 45, Jaden Nelson. That's his 4th. So if this game continues, he'll have to play cautiously, or else he will foul out. Brigham Blumell for one more opportunity. Blumell misses the shot. Big rebound there from Jordan Stacy underneath the basket, and a foul is committed. I believe that's Trenton Wells who committed the foul. And Stacy will go to the free throw line. Stacy shooting just about 67% from the free throw line this season. So probably the guy, or one of the guys that you would want on the free throw line. Foul was on Trenton Wells, his 1st. 2 free throws here. PA announcer announced there's a 1-on-1, but they're in the double bonus. Stacy's 1st free throw, not even close, off the back rim. And the 2nd free throw will be a big one here. Makes it either a 3-point game or a rebound opportunity for the Buffaloes, with a chance to make it a 1-possession game and have the ball to tie it up or go for the win. 2nd free throw from Stacy is up and good. So 3-point game, 30 seconds to go. Let's see what the defensive principle here is from Ashley Brown. A little bit too much time on the clock, maybe to foul, but it is turned over. Brigham Blumell turns it over on the baseline, throws it right to Stacy. He was looking to go to Meeks, and Meeks is laughing about it. I think he thinks he was hit on that one. He's not going to get called after the fact, however, and the foul is on Hunter Meeks, his 4th. So Stacy will go to the free throw line again. He went 1 of 2 on the last trip. Missed the front end of a 1-on-1 earlier today. So let's see how he does on this 2nd opportunity here in the last 30 seconds. First free throw is up and good. A big free throw there. It's back to a 4-point lead, a 2-possession game. Kimball Madsen checking back in. 22.1 on the clock. Second free throw on its way from Jordan Stacy. A 2-possession game as it stands, and now it's a 5-point game as Mountain View Buffalo will need to score in a hurry here. Trenton Wells driving to his right, gets it over to Walk in the corner. Trenary goes right by him. Missed three-pointer there. Brigham Blumel underneath. He was hacked. No call. And that is a shame on how this game will end. Brigham Blumel was beaten up inside. No foul called on that shot, however. And as it stands, it's a 5-point game. Colby Reese checks out. Ashton Schofield back in. 11.8 down by 5. Buffaloes will have a lot of work to do if they want to win this one. A 5 seconds is called this time. So maybe, just maybe, an outside chance of a comeback here. And the official again gives a timeout to Rich. This has gotten out of control here at the Flaming Gorge Classic. 2 timeouts given after a 5-second has been called. Once, it's a miracle. Twice, it's a coincidence, and you know what they say about coincidences. Sometimes you shouldn't believe in them. So I don't know how that was called, but the Mountain View Buffaloes might be upset, and they have every reason to be upset here. I don't know how he was called. They literally were giving the ball to Mountain View to inbound, and then the official came over and said, I had a timeout. Check the driver's license maybe of some of these officials, see if they live in Randolph County, in Rich County, because this is immaculate. I'm not one to call out officiating. I rarely try to get myself involved, but this has been certainly an interesting spectacle to watch here in the last minute that has resulted in a Rich victory. 55-50 the score, thanks in part to some officiating. I think that was the last time out for Ashley Brown. Who knows? The officials might give him another 1 or 2. 10 seconds on the clock as a quick foul is committed. Trenary will go to the free throw line. Trenary caught the ball just inside of mid-court, draws the foul, and he will go to the free throw line for 2 opportunities. First free throw, well short, about 2 feet short there. Didn't even hit the rim. And 10 seconds, down by 5. I don't know if it's possible for them to come back. 10 seconds to go, down by 5 are the Buffalo. Second free throw is no good. Rebound there from Brigham Blumel. And Colby Reese gets it over midcourt. Three-pointer attempted from Braden Walk, no good. Brigham Blumel in for the rebound as the time runs out. Colby Reese 3 is no good, and that's how the game will end. So the Rich Rebels, maybe a little bit of help from the officials, win this one 55-50 here from MyLocalRadio.com. Once again, I'm Sean Bennett signing off here. The Rich Rebels close out their tournament victorious at a 3-0. The Mountain View Buffaloes back to a 3-3 record on the season, 1-2 here at the 24th annual Flaming Gorge tournament. That's going to do it for us here. My name is Sean Bennett, and we will be back here later at 2:40 p.m. when the Lyman boys will play, and then the Lyman girls going to follow up that action at 4:20 p.m. to close out the 24th annual Flaming Gorge tournament, the last game of the day. Here on MyLocalRadio.com, please tune in for that action and much more coming up soon.